things I would give to be young again. What's your name? All right, I'll remember you.
Good news! All the hostages returned to the shelter unharmed. The operation was a success. Roman's been bugging me about you, so go down to the garage and talk to him.
Are you looking to fix your vehicle or buy fuel? I've got everything.
Hey, Roman. How are you feeling?
Still gotta do a few more checkups, but I'm all good. Kane told me everything. Can't thank you enough. If you didn't put yourself in the line to rescue us, well, I'm off to the Western Outpost. Gonna round up some old buddies of mine, see if I can get a transport fleet together. So you might not see me for a while. I got something for you. Hope you like it.
The Redwood Outpost rescued some evacuees from Lake Town this afternoon. Sherry asked for assistance, so I told her I'd send you. Supposedly, Lake Town was surrounded by zombies before it fell, so there are a lot of wounded people who need treatment and need it quick. People are our most important asset these days, so I want you to help Sherry as much as you can. Some say that a faction called the Reavers was behind this, and we might be on their turf, so we gotta be extra careful. The Reavers have done huge damage in Redwood Forest, but we still haven't managed to get enough intel on them. Those thugs called the Reavers, their boss is named Rob Diesel. They mainly hang around the Redwood Forest, ambushing survivors and taking their supplies. They've got about 80 members, usually travel by car, and they got 4 or 5 strongholds. Lake Town and Redwoods look out for each other. So naturally, Redwood Outpost had to mobilize when we heard what happened. What they need right now is medical personnel and supplies. Dr. Michael also went down there after he heard about the news. But I don't think the Reavers will stop here. We might have to deal with worse things going forward. They're not like zombies. They're brutal, they're treacherous, and they have guns. You could say they're an army. We've got to be vigilant. Past experience might not be too helpful here, so if you run into something you don't know how to deal with, let me know immediately.
Did you really have to ask? That guy, what was his name? Dobb or something? Arrived with a group of people asking for old Billy. He said that old Billy killed his wife and daughter and that everyone will suffer if we don't hand him over. All of our surveillance dogs died. I think they were poisoned. Then we heard motorcycles in the distance. They had their music turned up like they were trying to get someone's attention.
That does sound strange.
We did, but they were gone before we got there. That's all we know. A scavenger might have seen them checking out our town from the mountains. We didn't see anyone around the town. This was no coincidence. Anyway, I think we'll find out the truth soon enough.
We said it. Those Reavers are no good.
Have I met them? I've been robbed, does that count?
These bastards have been stealing from everyone in the Redwood Forest with their guns and cars. We thought they were just run-of-the-mill bandits, but now we know they're a real threat. We were afraid of retaliation, but we have nothing left. If we don't fight back now, there won't be another chance. Don't worry, we won't back down again. I'll do whatever it takes to stop them. Of course, it was our home. We've survived everything so far, and we can survive this, too. We can't go back now. It's probably full of zombies. Rest assured, we won't take you for granted. We'll do whatever needs to be done here.
Sherry, what's with the commotion outside?
It's the Reavers. Nelson was going to reinforce the defenses tomorrow, but we didn't expect them to attack so soon.
What should we do?
First, we have to make sure that folks are safe. I'll gather everyone in a house and have someone watch over it. Nelson is fighting the Reavers with his team right now. I hope that they'll be all right.
Stay here and don't go outside. I'll help Nelson.
Be careful. We've already lost too many people, and we can't afford to lose you.
You know why I'm here. You have people I want. Especially those of you who stayed at Michael's ranch. It's time to pay for your sins. No one comes forward. No matter. I have all the time in the world to make you talk. Brother, this place is all yours. Use your wits, the backs of your guts. I don't care. But by the time the sun comes up, I will have a list of every single name.
I must admit, you're not the best warrior I've met, but you are the most courageous. And this world.
They retreated. Are you okay? I've had worse, but my leg is wounded and I can't get up. I'll get a doctor. How are your friends?
Some of them were captured. You have to save them.
Are you all right? Can you stand up?
I'm fine, but they took a lot of our people with them. Don't mind me. We have to get Nelson and Sherry to put a team together to rescue the captives.
Stay alert, Ethel.
Good, they left. How you holding up?
I'm fine. But they took some of our people and headed east.
East? The sentry said there's an outpost that way. That's probably where they went.
I'll leave for the outpost now. They definitely won't expect me to go after the captives so soon.
The element of surprise, eh? Careful. They've got more guns than us. Let us know if you run into trouble.
Stay alert at all times. Beasts and zombies aren't the only things lurking in the dark.
You find the outpost yet?
I'm still on my way, but it should be nearby.
Well, let's hurry this up. The longer we wait, the harder it'll be.
You mean they might have reinforcements?
Yep. Got a strong communication network. We don't want them to alert the others.
Got it. I'll be careful.
Nah, I'm just a soldier. But you are the most courageous.
Are you here to save us? I saw you killed Maurice. Great work. Maurice was horrible. He hung us up, beat us, rubbed salt in our wounds. They left us here because we weren't who they were looking for. Diesel took the ones that came to the outpost with Dr. Michael. They didn't leave many people behind, and you killed them all. So we're in good hands, I guess. I'll take the wounded and get out of here.
You have other things to do. Don't worry about us.
Nelson here. What's the situation?
I got lucky. Only a few people were left here, and I've taken care of them. Grimes and some others are on their way back to the outpost.
Great. I got good news and bad news. The good news is, we found the people who were left at Lake Town. The bad news is, Sherry went to save them without consulting me.
That's so reckless. Lake Town isn't safe right now.
You got that right, but she left already. So all we can do is make sure the shit doesn't hit the fan. How about you get over there? I really don't need to lose anybody else.
Got it. I'll go right now.
Sherry, where are you now?
We're almost at Lake Town, but it looks like there are a lot of zombies.
You're damn right there are a lot of zombies. What the hell were you thinking going down there?
But Nelson, I couldn't just turn a blind eye. I have to save them.
Yeah, I get it. You're the medic and you want to save the whole world. You should have talked to us
These footprints
first.
are fresh.
I promise
I should
Kate
track
will
them and
keep
see
you
what I can
safe.
find.
What am I supposed to tell the Ravens if you don't come back?
I'm sorry, Nelson. I was being reckless. I'll be extra careful, but I will save everyone. Please trust me.
Fine. Stay safe. I'm sending backup. Should be there soon.
There's half a footprint on this sheet of paper, but I don't see any dust on it. The footprints lead all the way outside the house. Maybe we'll find something if we follow the trail.
Wasn't there a zombie horde in Lake Town? It's not safe there now. I've already sent one of your people to go help her, but it still might not be enough. Got any other plans in mind?
Got it. Sherry and Dr. Michael are very important to us, but we have to save the captives too. I'll arrange a chopper for your evacuation.
That's... Oh no, some of them are hurt. I have to find them, fast. I hope Sherry's doing okay.
Did you come to help us? I didn't expect to see you here.
Have we met?
You don't know me, but everyone at the Redwood Outpost knows you. Wow! You! Here! You're like a rock star! Thank you so much for protecting the outpost. Can I get your autograph?
Maybe later. Sherry with you?
Yeah, she's upstairs.
Sherry, I'm so glad I found you.
I thought you were helping Kane. I didn't expect you to come out here.
Kane couldn't get in touch with you, so we got worried. He sent me to help you guys. Sherry, are you hurt?
I'm not, but some of the patients tore their stitches during the evacuation, and they keep getting worse. Our medical supplies can't hold out much longer either. Things aren't looking good.
It looks like Lake Town is pretty spread out. I'm not sure where to find medical supplies.
The residents of Lake Town tell me that they left some medical supplies behind when they fled. I'll mark the locations for you, and hopefully you can bring back these supplies.
Crate was well hidden. Wonderful. I got the medical supplies you bandages.
Great. Be careful, and come back safe.
No,
We can alleviate some of his pain, but we must return to the Redwoods as soon as we can. The patients can't get proper treatment in this condition. The Reavers have grown powerful only in the past few years. Essentially, they're a group of no-good bandits who do nothing but steal. Those living near the forest have been their victims for a while now. So why won't they get off our backs? That has to do with their leader, Rob Diesel. Yes, he's trying to avenge his wife and daughter. Now, about that. Quite a few people were involved, myself included. Shortly after the outbreak 4 years ago, I left the city for my farm, where I took in a number of evacuees, including Rob, his wife, and his daughter. He was a kind young man then, loved to help others. He was friends with Nelson, Daniel, and Alicia. Everyone liked him. Nancy, his wife, was very caring, and their little girl Martha was just the sweetest. It all started with a sudden horde of zombies that no one had seen coming. They appeared at midnight and surrounded the farm. To give everyone time to escape, Rob grabbed a torch, hollered like nothing I'd ever heard before, and ran into a haystack. This distracted many of the zombies, but Rob was engulfed by the flames. Right before he did that, he had told us to take care of Nancy and Martha, so we took them with us when we left the farm. We found an abandoned warehouse just before dawn, but Nancy and Martha insisted on waiting for Rob outside by the road. Martha screamed when she saw a zombie, and the sound drew more of them over. Everyone in the warehouse was extremely tense. We didn't know what to do. We were afraid of the zombies and couldn't agree on whether to go out and save Nancy and Martha. So we had a show of hands, and, well, those who didn't want to risk it won by a single vote. We could only watch as they were surrounded. It's been years, but their screams still keep me awake at night. Rob suffered severe burns from the fire. Eventually, he found us, and we treated his injuries. But after he had heard what happened, he left without saying a word. Maybe he didn't hear the full story. But it was true that we did him wrong. Those who voted not to save his family were on his hit list. Some of them went to Lake Town, and some of them joined the Redwoods. Rob probably doesn't have a full list of the people and their whereabouts, so that might be why he's attacking everyone everywhere. I voted to save his family, but I was guilty for not taking any action. After all these years, I still blame myself for it. From his point of view, revenge is justified. And I understand his feelings too. But things change when innocent lives are at stake. I just hope we can resolve this soon.
Thank you. With these supplies, there's a better chance we'll survive. Here, let me show you how to make simple bandages and antibodies. I was wondering, could you help restore the signal tower next? We haven't been able to contact anyone since the town's signal tower was shut down.
Where is the signal tower?
It's east of the town. Once it's restored, we'll be able to contact Kane for backup.
Hey, someone's here. It looks like he stopped breathing. It's probably his comms next to him.
Redwood Forest Radio Administration. My job is to keep the signal tower up and running. But I was wounded. I thought I could handle it, but by the time I got to the tower, I couldn't make it any further. My heart is racing, and I can't move. I know eventually someone will come to restore the signal. You need to know that each tower provides network access to a specific area. Through the towers, you can connect to the satellite and download the data for the area. This data is extremely important. It's the result of years of work from multiple departments. After it's done downloading, you should check out the view. I love the view from up here. I love looking into the distance, at my homestead, at every...
Sherry, do you copy?
Copy. You've restored the signal tower. Communication is back up.
Sherry, this is Kane. Shoot, I'm glad to hear your voices. We've been circling over Lake Town, but there are too many zombies down there. Chopper can't land to transfer the patients. We need your help.
The houses in Lake Town are too close together. We have to find a flat, open space for the helicopter to land.
That crate was
Meet
well
me back
hidden.
here and we'll figure out how to move the patients.
I'm back, Sherry. What should we do next?
Kane landed the helicopter, but it's still a little ways away. This road isn't quite safe yet. I'll go with you and clear a path for moving the patients. Ready? Let's go!
Time to take this bird to the sky. I'll bring them back to the Ravens first. Be careful, and I'll see you at the outpost.
Hey, you and Sherry left yet?
Sherry left with the others. I'm just bringing up the rear.
So you're still there. Great. I've got a job for you. If it works out, it'll be a devastating blow to the Reavers.
Oh yeah? Do tell.
We just received news that Alicia, the woman who used to lead the Reavers, was spotted at a house across from Lake Town. Supposedly, she was kicked out by Rob Diesel. She's in exile, but her supporters are still around. If we can work with her, we might be able to get rid of the Reavers for good. It's not far away. It shouldn't take too long for you to get there.
I'll head over and see what I can do.
Who the hell are you? And what do you want with me? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? I thought you were looking for me.
I'm from the Redwood Outpost, and I have some questions about the Reavers.
Some questions? That's not what you really want, is it? You want to know if I'll help you deal with Rob. You're delusional. What the hell is wrong with you? Those are my people.
That may be true, but they also kicked you out.
Are you trying to make me look bad? Careful now. Kayata hasn't had dinner yet.
Kayata? The cheetah?
Kayata, come say hi to this dumbass.
I think it's better if it stays by your side.
Damn, I hear footsteps. That must be Rob's men sent to kill me. Doesn't he know when to give up? It's too bad I haven't recovered from my last fight. If you take care of this for me, I might just give your proposal a second thought.
The Reavers are brutal, but I'll do my best.
They really want me dead, don't they? You did well. I owe you one. Looks like I'll have to settle the score with them. But I'll need my weapon first.
Weapon?
When I first got here, I was so pissed I threw my blade in the lake. I want it back now, so you're gonna have to go get it for me. Chop chop.
Do I have to?
Well, I can't swim, so... Yes, you do.
Middle of the lake. How good of a swimmer are you? Just don't go drowning on me. Well, do you see it? Hey, you see it yet? Still alive?
You heard right. I do keep in touch with some of my old people. With their help, I will rise again. You want to hear about our grudge? It's old. Very old. You getting mixed up in this actually made me remember some things. Do I know him? Of course I know him. I found him by the side of the road. He was burned to a crisp and looked like a zombie. I don't know what I was thinking when I asked my people to take him in and treat his wounds. He didn't want to say he recovered either. He left at the crack of dawn and came back after dark. Later, frankly, the fact that he was so devoted to them was kind of hot. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I liked how he would die for them. If he'd treated me like that, I would have given him everything. This went on for about a month before he suddenly stopped looking for them. He started spending the whole day in his room, staring into space. Looking back, maybe he knew they were dead and was planning revenge. Enemies? Well, that's what we are now. I mean, what else would we be? But I was stupid and wasn't suspicious of how suddenly he started showering me with attention. I really thought he was into me. I fell for it completely, like voodoo. I was foolish. I handed over so many things to him, but that was exactly what he wanted. He was looking to take my power. He didn't love me, he just wanted my power. He wanted it so he could avenge his dead wife and child. You know the rest. I was betrayed by him and some other bastards. They kicked me out. It was bad. No denying that. Lots of people died in the fight that broke out. And I lost an eye. But Kayata saved me. Her fangs aren't just for show. I was angry, but I had to escape. That was my chance. I left Redwood Forest and swore that one day I would make them pay for what they did. An eye for an eye, right? But I didn't expect that I'd be turned down by every place I looked for help. I returned to Redwood Forest and went into hiding across from Lake Town. I thought nobody would find me, but they did anyway. And by then, my cheetahs weren't the cheetahs anymore, but the Reavers. And that's about it. Anyway, I'll drive you to Blackberry. That's their lair. Did you find anything along the way? You know, along the mountainside, like I said.
The foliage was too thick. I couldn't get a clear view.
There are hidden outposts within the thick foliage. If you don't want your buddies to die before they enter the town, you should go and take out those outposts first. Take out the sentries real quiet-like. Then head up to the house on the hill on the western side of town. My informant is there. Just give him this letter and he'll know what to do.
The boss sent you, huh? Got any proof?
I have a letter from her. That should be enough.
Let's see it. Yep, that's her writing. Don't worry, I'll help when the time is right. Now get out. It's not safe here.
bad person? Nah, I'm just a soldier. You're not the best warrior I've met. Bad person? Nah, I'm just a soldier. Just like that. I must admit, you're not the best warrior I've met, but you are the most courageous.
Who knew I'd catch all these fish? I see some familiar faces, too. Do you want to kneel down on your own, or should I break your kneecaps?
Quit bluffing, Rob. We know exactly how many men you have.
Bluffing? We don't have many men, that's true. But we do have some nice, heavy weapons. Why don't you take a wild guess on how many grenade launchers are aimed at you right now? I dug the holes already. All you have to do is get in. Just look around. You're surrounded.
Hole? What hole? Mind if I hop in and test it out?
Alicia? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Does it matter? What does matter is that I'm about to get back what's mine.
You? And how do you plan to do that?
Forget it. I don't waste time talking to the dead. Diaz, what's wrong with your powder? Why aren't they dead yet?
Powder? What?
You might beat me in a fist fight, Rob, but I play dirty. I'll leave the rest to you, Diaz. You, over there. Come with me.
Are those toys?
So, are you here from the Redwoods to negotiate with me? Is that how it is? I'm joking. I know why you're here. You want to know how I'll treat the Redwoods going forward. Now that I've taken back what's rightfully mine, I have no interest in shouldering your grudges against the Reavers. Don't bother me, and I won't bother you. We'll each take care of our own.
How's Rob?
Rob? You don't need to worry about him. There's no way he'll betray me again. You want to see him? Sure. He's just next door. Here, give him this. I think his daughter Martha painted it. He'd be happy to see it.
This is Martha's painting. Oh, Martha. My little girl.
It's over, Rob. Your wife and daughter are gone. Let go of the hate.
Let go of the hate? You believe everything she fed you, didn't you? Do you know who she really is? Do you know what she's capable of? Don't think that you know her just because she agreed to work with you. Just wait and see. Without the Reavers, Redwood Forest will only get worse. Tell her that whatever she does, do not let me out. Because I will not stop until she is in a worse place than I am now.
Oh? Did he really say that? I guess he's trying to get in between you and me. Don't let him get to you.
What are you going to do with him?
Mind your own business, kid. He's mine now, and I'll do whatever the hell I want with him. Run along to your little Redwoods now, and don't come back unless it's urgent. Remember, you killed a lot of Reavers, and I'm the boss of the Reavers.
Alicia leads the Reavers now? I guess things are about to change around here. If we're technically still her allies, we should stay away from clashing with them. If what you said is true, then there's a lot more to her than meets the eye. That means she's very dangerous. Possibly even more dangerous than Rob. Don't get into it with them. This land has seen too much already. We don't need hotheads running around causing a ruckus. We need to settle down and focus on making a better life. Thanks for all your hard work. With the Reavers out of our hair, we have a lot to do. I'd like like you to stay and help out.
The last car is loaded and ready to go.
You came right on time, Vulture. Thanks to you, we were able to minimize our losses on...
I didn't think I'd see the day that Valkyria Bonnie made a misstep.
Rob, that fool. I misjudged him. It's true.
I heard it was the new shelter that got in the way and made this mess.
Raven's shelter. Looks like we won't be able to avoid dealing with them in the future.